A little video on getting started. We'll start with the controls, and then we'll go into the mission editor to create just a very basic mission based on the TF-51D, a free aircraft, and the Marianas, a free terrain. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go to settings here, and this is a matter of preference and what your hardware can handle. So play around with these. And then the controls, again, we're going to do the TF-51D. So scroll down. We'll do real, of course. And I've already mapped the axis, but you want to start with those. And you want to clear these if they're already set, because DCS will by default map like the pitch axis to all of your controllers, and they'll compete, and it'll go all out of control. I haven't mapped the rudder, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's drag this over. My CH Pro pedals, which also have toe brakes, and we might map those also. The throttle's already mapped, my pitch and roller mapped. I have not added curves to them or a dead zone, and that is something you want to do. Probably want to start with a dead zone of 3 and add a curve of 10 to 15. I'm not going to right now, and I'm not going to add the toe brake. So then the other things you'll want for this, at least 2 things. You want the flaps, and there's 2 ways you can get to it. You can scroll down, or you can do a search. Start typing like flaps, and so then these are mapped. I'm going to confirm that they're mapped to what I want, so I'm going to click it, clear it, click it, clear it, and then I want the flaps down. I'm going to put those on the flaps lever on my Warthog throttle, and they're probably already mapped, but we'll do it again. And then we need our gear. And there's you can toggle it. You can either configure a switch or something to down and a different one for up, or you can have the same one do a toggle. We're just going to use G on the keyboard for right now. Alright, now let's go to the mission editor. And we're going to go, because I already started one before I started this video, we're going to do, this is where it'll take you if you haven't already tried to start one. We're going to choose the Marianas. We're going to use the default coalitions here. We're going to zoom in to Anderson. And we're going to plop a TF-51D down on the runway. We need to change that. This is an AI. We need to change that to client. And then we're just going to plop it down here. And we're going to set him for takeoff from runway. Then we don't have to go through the startup. Alright, now it's a good idea to go ahead at this point and just do a save as. I have mine organized by terrain. You won't unless you create these folders. So we're just going to call TF-51D test flight. Now I'm going to add a little ambiance. So I'm going to click on the little cloud icon over here on the left, and I'm going to click on that picture there, and we're going to choose broken 8. We're going to say OK, and then we're going to set the time of day. We're going to set it for the evening. We get some nice sunsets. Should be good about right there. We'll do a file save again, and now to run it, I just click this green circle with the arrow on it. And I click the aircraft I want. There could be multiple aircraft vehicles here. And I'm using track IR, so I'm going to center my track IR view. Alright, got my throttle back. Okay, going to set my zoom. Oh, that's another thing that I always do, is set the zoom. I didn't, almost always, I didn't this time. So we're going to go ahead and just take off here. I don't know how this is going to handle on the rollout. It looks like I may have easy mode on those pedals set, because that was way too easy. Should have been a lot of torque there, pulling me off to the side. And gear up with the G. There's the gear handle. That's not, yeah, see, you can't click on that. Oh, you can. Okay. I'll stand corrected. I thought you couldn't. Gears up. We can check it. Yep. Gears coming up. No guns on this aircraft. It's a training aircraft. And let's have a look. F2. So this is the outside view. I'm going to get the flaps down. I may be going too fast for that. We're going to try it anyways. Yeah, they come down a little bit. They'll come down more if I wasn't going so fast. I think, unless that's an incremental thing, which means I would have to map them to a button. Let's just see. I'm going to slow way down here. Go ahead and get her gear down. And now let's see what happens on the flaps. Yeah, they may deflect more as I slow down. Let's see, we're too high for this. Let's just slip this puppy in. Still too high, too fast, but we're going to come on down anyways. I'm not going to try to land going that fast. Mainly, I just want to see if my flaps are going to deploy fully. No, you have to play with that. So that's really all you need to map and create your own mission and to get up and flying.